Hello again, Jamie and John coming back at you to sample some bourbons today. I had a good time doing the Can Jamie Finds. I don't know if you had
That was fun.
fun.
That was a good time. Yeah, you don't get to do that very often by yourself. So
No, you don't. It's like I can only mix the bottles up so many ways until I don't know what I have in any glass
that's
anyway.
exactly right. So that's good.
And I got kind of inspired to do this, I guess, so to speak. I'm sure, I know you and I watch some of the same
Yep.
content, and I don't know if we watch all the same content, but there's this husband and wife,
Oh yeah.
and one of them will pour blind for the other, and then they kind of pick and choose,
Yeah.
and then the next one they flip flop and that sort of thing. So I thought, oh, that's kind of a good idea, but like you said, I can't do that by myself.
No, and my wife would not do very good at that. She would not drink it.
My wife would play along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could twist her arm, but but then the thought occurred to me, like one night I was sipping on some new products that I got. I'm like, oh wow, I can't believe how much this tastes like wild turkey. So that was sort of the
I
inspiration.
was amazed. That was surprising.
And then I thought, let's do it again.
Yeah.
This time, let's do Buffalo Trace products. And so today in the mix, and my notes are in my pocket. I already forgot the order and which report. I kept them organized, but I forget which one's which. Can we tell the difference? Can we match? So we have Benchmark Full Proof 125, and this is the Full Proof is a little bit more expensive. I think it's about 25 bucks.
That's what I was thinking of it.
You can get other benchmarks that aren't the Full Proof that are like in the 15 to 20 buck range. We have the much coveted Blantons. I just broke the seal on this one today. You know what's kind of cool about Blantons is they kind of defined single barrel. Did you know that? They were I fact check me on this one, but I think they were the first to actually be a single barrel product back in the day. That's why so many people want it. Plus, the bottle is pretty freaking cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. So this is 93 proof, so it's going to be a lot proof-wise calmer than that one. Retail on this, yeah, good luck finding one. I was in Louisville at a liquor store, and they had a couple, but I paid up for it.
Yeah.
So
so you can get it anywhere from what, $60 to $200.
Yeah, I was about 170 or 180 for that one. Yeah. And then the third in this tasting is the classic Buffalo Trace. Again, the proof on this, if I remember, what did that say? It's somewhere. It's like 90, I think.
Yeah.
It's probably right there in front of my face. Oh, there's 90, 45%. Yeah. So, and a few months ago, this was hard to find.
Yeah, it was hard to find.
But now it seems like it's really easy to find. So I don't know if that pissed a match between the distributors. And
that's right. That's what I'm thinking it was. Yeah. The distributors got it figured out.
But anyway.
I usually keep one at the house.
Yeah. And this, retail-wise, high 20s to mid 30s is a pretty reasonable price to ask for that or find for that. So, all right. So,
you ready?
Let's do it. And again, these are all Buffalo Trace products, and I'll use air quotes because they're all different brands that have been acquired over the years and this and that, whatever.
Nice sweet tarts now.
I know. Ever since I started watching SLB drinks, Kurt and Trenton and Trenton threw out the idea of the sweet tart note or nose. I can't get it out of my thought process. So I think it's like in my subconscious. It's like every time I try a Buffalo Trace something, it's got.
Oh yeah, it's there.
It's there.
And I would never have thought it until he said that.
I mean, it's kind of sweet. I mean, there's a sweetness
to it. Yeah. Not overbearing.
There's a little bit of oakiness to it.
Yeah, there is. Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Man, now I'm curious. I know I wrote them down, I promise you, but it's like, why can't I remember 15 minutes ago? All right, I'm going to go number 2. It'd be interesting if these noses are the same. And I haven't looked at the mash bill on these. I know Buffalo Trace does a few different things with their mash bills. I don't think they're consistent across all of their products. Yeah, and so I can't remember which one of these is which. You all leave me a comment, let me know. And while you're at it, be sure to give us a good old thumbs up. This one, the first one smells sweeter than this one, I think. It's still there. There's still that sweet tart note, I think. All right. I have a pretty good idea what that one is. And I'm not going to skew it because one might say, well, Spear, you poured them. Yeah, I did. So maybe my cognitive memory is kicking back in. Going to 3?
Yeah, I'm ready to take one.
The noses are all pretty similar.
They're pretty very similar. That's what I was trying to.
So I got to believe they're all very, very similar mash bill, if not the same mash bill. Now I don't know. To me, 2 and 3 drink hot.
2 and yeah, I do.
I don't know. I'll shut up. What are your thoughts on these? If you're ready for guesses, that's cool. But if you want to like chat about them a little bit here, that's cool too. I mean, to me, the noses they're all damn similar on the nose.
They are very similar.
I would say the third one, the nose is. I know this is a terrible thing to say about something you're going to drink, but it has more of a kind of a nail polish remover.
It's stronger.
It's a little bit stronger.
There's a little more. Yeah. Overbearing. A little ethanol.
They all are a little sweet, which is pretty indicative of Buffalo Trace, I think. And we're talking about pretty difference in proof. I mean, 125, 93, 90. I guess the Blantons and the Buffalo Trace are pretty similar. But to me, two of them are drinking similar as far as heat, but they're drinking hot.
They are,
and that's throwing me off because two of these, if they drink similar, they shouldn't be drinking hot.
No, there should be 2 milder and 1 hot.
Yeah, but that's not the case.
Well, let's see. Oh my God, you're not even gonna lift the video. I mean, good lord.
It's kind of fun though. I mean, I've always kind of wanted, like, since I saw some other folks do this on YouTube, I'm like, that'd be fun to do. I mean, are you having a good time? I guess it's easy for me to say I'm the one that probably drinks.
No, I love this. I mean, it's
like do the tournament and like what some of those folks do, like the March Madness, like that would be kind of fun.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That would be a blast.
Maybe we should set something up like
that. We should do that. I agree, because that would be a blast. Oh man, and this makes you better. I mean, this makes you, if you're gonna go, you can judge these events, and I mean, this is a good way to train for this.
I mean, it's easy to get a bottle, and there's nothing wrong with it, and pouring it and knowing what it is that you're drinking. And
I mean, I've been practicing doing that for years.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
I'm really good at that.
But to get 3 bottles or 3 pours that you, in this case, there's a little less of a variable because we know what the 3 bottles are.
Right.
We don't know which one is which per se, but to have and then take it to the next step where you're drinking something you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like you might pick a turd to go all the way to the end, and that'd be kind of cool too because.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
Then you learn to save money the rest
of
your life.
Because right here we're talking 25, 80 to 200.
Yeah.
30-ish bucks. So, 2 of these are pretty similar to one another, but all in the same distillery.
It is.
Yep. Are you ready to make some guesses?
Yeah. I'll say this is a benchmark.
Okay, so you're saying number 3 is a benchmark. Okay.
I'm going to say this is. I'm going to say this is the Buffalo Trace, and then this is Blanton.
So the order as
is.
This was pour number 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's remind myself of my notes. See if Jamie got any of these right.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1 was Buffalo Trace.
Oh, really? Okay.
Number 2 was Blanton's, and number 3 was Benchmark. So you got the Benchmark right.
Yeah. Well, that one.
So Blanton's and Benchmark. So the correct order is this.
Yeah.
They drink.
They drink very hot.
They drink hot. They're all sweet.
They're all very sweet.
I mean, take the heat away, and I think the flavor profile is there. So now the big question. I mean, I know the answer to this, but this is $25. This is way more than $25. You can find this everywhere.
Everywhere you go.
You can't find this hardly anywhere. Do you still want a bottle of Blanton's in your collection if you don't already have one?
I don't have one. I would have one, but I'm not openly gonna go out and spend a fortune for it.
I mean, I wanted to get it.
Yeah,
and I got it, and it'll probably I'll sip on it every now and then. We'll do something like this, and we'll drink on it every now and then. But
my fear is once I go out and grab it, I'm gonna want to get them all so I can get the whole.
Yeah, so I'm not there. I mean, I've kind of calmed. I got some things recently, so I've kind of calmed my hunting down, so to speak, and I don't think I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, freaking A. I mean, how long would you be spending trying to find every single letter?
Oh, yeah.
Impossible. Maybe not impossible, but it'd be
interesting. You
can
always buy them on eBay.
Well, you can, and you're gonna pay some coin. But all right, any closing thoughts on this Buffalo Trace blind tasting today?
I'm outside of the heat of the benchmark. I'm surprised how similar really they all taste.
Yeah.
And the nose is almost identical on each of them.
Yeah.
And for the money, you got the gamut. You can pay as much as you want or as little as you want.
That's
You're getting
true.
very, very close to the same product.
That's true. I mean, I would echo all of that. I mean, I know Buffalo Trace. Some people love them. Some people hate them. A lot of folks are out there chasing, these Blanton bottles. And, if that's what you're into, go for it, man. But if you want to enjoy the product that's inside the bottle, I mean, you don't have to spend the Blanton's money to enjoy a good Buffalo Trace pour. Now, if you're like, maybe what is all this Buffalo Trace hype about? Because I think there's a lot of hype about it. I mean, to me, you've got kind of like in the distillery world, you got the Buffalo Trace, you got the Wild Turkey, you got the Old Forester. What else we got going on here? These days, kind of the big boys.
Jim Beams.
Good
size are at.
I mean, they all like in my each of these distilleries typically have kind of a flavor profile that you kind of gravitate toward. And I would say the characteristic, thanks Trenton, is that sweet tart note. There is a sweetness to it, and I would say the sweetness is pretty strong.
It is pretty strong.
I never even thought about how sweet it was until like I heard that, and I'm like, maybe it's.
Have you been to Buffalo Trace Distillery?
Sort of, but really no, because we went to Frankfurt a couple years ago, but it was right in the middle of the pandemic, and the distillery was closed. But have you been there?
I haven't. I've been to the Old Foresters and stuff, but I'd like to go see and understand their storage and the rotation and everything, because there's something that puts that sweetness in.
There's something
that that we don't see in other distilleries.
So there's something going on there, because I would say, typically speaking, their products are some of the sweeter products.
Absolutely, they are.
I mean, maybe I'll throw a Makers in there. Sometimes Makers can be a little sweet. Yeah. But aside from that, it is probably some of the sweet
stuff out there.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, and they have proof. If you're not a proof hound, you're not ready for this 125. This Buffalo Trace is 90, and I believe there's a benchmark that's 86.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
So there's a lot of options there. So go out and find it and give yourself your own taste test and find what you like. So all right. Again, reminder: give us a good old thumbs up. Leave us comments. Have you had these Buffalo Trace products? Are there other Buffalo Trace products that we should try?
Absolutely.
Are there other blind tastings that we should go into to see if Jamie can pick which one is which?
Yeah, I'm always willing to do that.
Thanks for being a good sport on this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. See y'all.
Thank you.